Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm here with a reading for Capricorn Sun, Moon and Rising in August 2021. If you don't know your Sun, Moon and Rising, you can go to astrolabe.com and just type in like your birth time and a couple of other details, and then you can get like your whole birth chart and find out all your sun, moon, rising and Venus and everything. And it's really handy, and like it's a good way to get like a bigger gives a bigger picture on what's going on in your life at the moment. But yeah, so make sure you do that and have a look at like your other signs. But yeah, so we'll get on to Capricorn's reading for August 2021. The first card I got for Capricorn was the High Priestess. So she's in front of a veil with pomegranates, and they represent separate conscious and subconscious realms, the seen and the unseen. Well, that's what the veil is doing. The pomegranates represent fertility, abundance, divine feminines. The white pillar represents Jock, he will establish, and the black pillar represents Boaz in his strength. It symbolizes duality, masculine, feminine, darkness and light. The crown and the robe that she's got on represent divine knowledge. So she's like super spiritual, like super in tune with the unseen world as well. So yeah, and that's the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, she is the guardian of the subconscious mind. She has the ability to travel between realms effortlessly. She teaches you that the world is not always as it seems, and more profound influences are at play. She ushers you through the thin veil of awareness, offering you a deep, intuitive understanding of the universe and a heightened awareness of secret and hidden info. This card signifies spiritual enlightenment, inner illumination, divine knowledge, and wisdom. She shows up in tarot readings when the veil between you and the underworld is thin, and you have the opportunity to access the knowledge deep within your soul. Now is the time to be still so you can tune into your intuition. The answers you are seeking will come from within. Allow the priestess to become your guide as you venture deep into the subconscious mind and assess this inner wisdom. Your intuitive sense right now is providing you with useful info. So you're being called to embrace the divine feminine, intuition, compassion, empathy, and inner wisdom. This signals your sacred feminine needs your attentions. Feel rather than think. So the High Priestess is just asking you to get in tune with like your intuition and your subconscious and get involved with like the unseen world. So yeah, that's a really good start. So yeah, you could be coming into like a spiritual enlightenment in August, or just like some sort of like aha moment almost. So yeah, that could be interesting for you guys in August. So yeah, we'll get on to the next card. We got for you Five of Cups reversed. So in the card you can see this man is quite upset. He's upset about his 3 cups that he's spilt. He hasn't noticed the 2 cups behind him that are still standing upright, and this is all about like there's a silver lining in everything. So yeah, he's looking at that feeling bad, but he's not even seeing that, which is good. So yeah, so it was reversed though, so we'll see what we've got for the reversed meaning. So the card is saying that you have recently suffered a personal setback or disappointment. You may worry that you are a failure. You have not talked to others about this. However, now might be the time to open up. Sharing feelings with others can help you overcome the setback. If you feel guilty or ashamed about what happened, the reversed 5 of Cups encourages you to forgive yourself and move on. Know that you did the best you could. When this card appears, you are realizing the full implications of the past, and you appreciate the lessons that come from it. Uh, the Five of Cups serves as a reminder that you cannot undo the past. What has happened has happened. It is now time to let go of what no longer serves you emotionally and be open to the new opportunities to you. You are discovering how to be open and take risks again, especially those of the heart. So just remember not to stay sad about what may have happened in the past and look to the future, move forward. There's other opportunities out there waiting for you. And so, like, that's sort of what the card is trying to tell you. So, that's a really good little message there from the Five of Cups there. The third card I got for you guys was Three of Swords reversed. This card is all about kind of like grief and heartbreak, as you can see with the swords going through the heart. So, yeah. But we'll get onto the meaning for them being reversed. So this card is saying, pay attention to your inner thoughts and self-talk. Your words are powerful, especially those you repeat to yourself every day. When you hear negative thoughts come up, ask yourself if you would ever utter these words to a loved one. You can shift your thought toward positive to reinforce your confidence. That's so true. Like, I don't think people realize, like, the way that they talk to themselves, they won't even dream of like talking to like their friend or their mum or like a family member like that. And yet, like, they'll talk to themselves like that. That's terrible. You shouldn't do that. So yeah, if you start saying like negative to yourself, replace that negative thing with like 3 positive things about yourself and see how much that really helps. So this card can indicate that you recently went through a rough patch in a relationship which has ended or been challenged, or was affected by you were affected by a situation that hurt you. So thankfully, the reversal of this card suggests that this time has passed and yet you are on the path to recovery, realizing that every cloud comes with a silver lining. This card can also point out that you are finding it hard to move on from a recent loss or heartbreak. This card reveals that you are still suffering from an earlier loss and need to go through emotional purging to free yourself from the past. So, yeah, like, it's all good to like feel it. Like, there's nothing wrong with like crying and like feeling sad. Like, sometimes that happens. You've just got to get through the emotions and like purge them and then like move on, basically. So yeah, so instead of getting stuck in the moment of grief, focus on embracing new opportunities. Learn to accept your circumstances so that the healing process can begin. Allow yourself to experience the pain. Give yourself the right to grieve and release the heartache. What can you do to release the pain and learn from it? If experiencing challenges in relationships, never be afraid to say sorry and remember the peacemaker. So even if you're like having challenges in your relationship, you can just be like, okay, I'm sorry, and just leave it there and just like let it be like there. Just be the peacemaker. So yeah, it's a really good, that's a good message from that card too for you guys. Yeah, that's good. So we'll get on to the next card. So the next card I got for you was 6 of Swords. So as you can see in the card, a young woman and a child are being rowed across water. Her head is covered, suggesting sadness or loss as she moves away from something in her past. 6 of Swords represents her carrying her memories from her past into her future. So she's leaving like not very good paths because the waters are like quite choppy there. But then the waters ahead are really nice and calm. So this card is just reminding you not to like take bad memories from the past with you into the future and stuff like that. So we'll get on to the meaning. So you may be going through a personal or spiritual transition or rite of passage. So you can leave behind a relationship, belief, or behavioral pattern that is no longer serving you. This is an intensely personal and private journey, and you are working in isolation to make it happen. You have identified what it is you must release to embrace a new way of thinking and are now bringing it to fruition in your personal life. So at times this card indicates that you know you need to make a change or transition in your life but are reluctant to do so because you may want to avoid discomfort. That discomfort can be a positive sign that growth is happening. Feel into that energy and let it encourage you to keep moving forward and expanding yourself. So yeah, like with discomfort comes growth, like growing pains for your soul basically. So, and it is good, like yeah, it's uncomfortable, it can be a little bit scary, but like it's always like for your greater good basically. Yeah, so resisting change because you feel it was forced on you maybe. So maybe you relocated to another town for your partner's own personal reasons, or because your partner got a job and you're kind of like reluctant for this change because change sucks sometimes, like it's scary or whatever. But actually change is really good, like we need it, and if we don't change, like we end up staying in like the same place like forever, and it does get pretty boring. It can get very boring. So maybe what you need to do is, like, if this is the case, like it was a change that was kind of forced upon you, then like maybe you need to focus on the benefits and not the drawbacks. Or maybe if you are trying to move on from the past but struggle to do so, the Six of Swords suggests that there may be unfinished business as well. So maybe have a think about that one. Maybe unresolved conflict or lessons which you need to understand before you can wholeheartedly move forward in your life. What is holding you back? There may be moments when you doubt whether you are making a decision and leaving behind your past, but this card gently encourages you forward, reminding you that you're heading towards a better future. And that is so true. So true. So yeah, like you've got a lot going on in August, a lot of change and like in yourself and in your life as well, and it's just telling you, it's just asking you to not focus on the negative and think about the positives, and you know, just go along with it, and you'll see that it will be worth it. Your future is looking very bright, so don't let that upset you. So I'll get you guys one more card from the Animal Oracle cards. Don't forget to like my videos and subscribe to my channel as well if you enjoyed your reading, and keep an eye out for other videos like picker cards that I'm bringing out. We'll see what you get in this card. Alright then, I had this one earlier, but you know, I'll do it anyway. So 10 of Winter, Siberian Husky. So it's saying here, the end of a career path, project or relationship brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, relief and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a brighter future awaits. I'm pretty sure that was like, oh yeah, you are heading towards a better future. So there you go, you have got a really good future. You just need to get through it, work on yourself a little bit, and you got nothing to worry about. So yeah, that was really good cards. So well done, Capricorn. I hope that you got some good messages from that reading, and I also hope you enjoy the rest of your month, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.